All right, we're out here working on a CRX. That's still a little cold out here. I'm going to work to do the trailing arms. The bushings are going in the rear trailing arms of them. So when you're driving down the road, the tires both sides are trying to walk. So it feels really weird when you're driving. It is not safe. So I'm going to put new ones in there. I got new toe links as well. I don't have the new. I haven't really got to. Uh, well, I have inquired about some, but the people have not emailed me back about any of my questions. So I'm going somewhere else to find some new lower control arms for those. And then, but my main thing right now is to stop the rear end from walking because I can put the lower control arms after I do all the. Let me flip y'all around, show you what we're working with. All right, this is the, everybody knows this is the 89 CRX SI, but I got new bushings for the trailing arm in the back. Here, there's centrifugal bushings. So I'm not quite 100%. I know they go in flat ways like that. And this is up. And with these are the new toe links, adjustable toe links I got for there. I'm not quite sure still what these aluminum plates are for, but they come with that. All new bolts, hardware to get them bolted in. Of course, you got to drill a hole for these. New rods to come through, but once I get it up, you'll be able to see, which I got new links for up there, and then the bushing back here is just hammered. So what I'm going to do is just get all this off and see where we're at on it. But to get to my spot where I can jack up on the rear, I got to take all of this back off because yeah, see right here, right there is where I put my jack at, and then the bumper is right in the way. So it is what it is. Let me figure. I guess I can come up from the side, do one side at a time. Let me figure. Let me see what I'm going to do. All right. Opted. I got to get this cable out here. Is where I'm at. There's a pretty good bit here. 10 millimeter bolts in here in your drums. You see to pop your drums off. My back brakes, you see right there, they're thick there, thin there, real thin there, thick there. So I need to be getting brakes for this thing, but I don't know if you can see how bad that bushing right there is gone. It is no longer there. That's what I'm after to replace the trailing arm bushing here and the upper link here. I got these two. I need to order the lower link for down there and get the control arm, lower control arms after. Like I said, this is all step by step here. I need to get this off first. Get the emergency brake cable undone is what I'm doing. Taking the caliper of the brake drum off just to get to the cable before I can get it out of the way. I need to unhook the brake line right back here to get it out of the way. Of course, unbolt it right here, which is a 14 millimeter, to get it out of the way. And then that allow me to drop the arm off here. So because I need to paint it black, I'm going to do one at a time, so it might take me a minute. But yeah, all right, let me get back at it here. All right, show y'all where I'm at in this little clip here to get off. This was a little aggravating right there, but it is what it is. We've got to slide this back through here and then allow it to move back through here. All right, cool beans. I think I got a bolt right there. Yeah, we got like a 10 millimeter bolt right there. I need to get loose. All right, I got the cable out the way now. I had to end up going to getting a door panel tool. That way I can hook the cable right there while I pry these little tabs back right here, because you don't want to break this thing because you're going to need it to hold your cable back in place, when you pull on it to keep it from coming out of the sleeve. So, you want to be careful. They do make a tool for this and for everything we're doing, by the way. For that right there, I'll throw that up here in just a... But like I said, the tool costs like $200 to get this bearing out right here, or bushing, whatever you want to call it. And nope, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to take a hammer to it. So it is what it is. All right, let me get this upper link off. I need to get it off there. I'm going to take the brake line loose next and put a bolt in it to keep it from dripping. and then unhook the lower arm, upper link, and the 2 links right there, and we got this out. All right, not too bad right there. You see right there where it's all messed up right there. So that's where it's torn, letting it walk right there. Not too bad. That's 14 millimeter. These are 17 millimeter. This little bolt that holds the emergency brake cable is a 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter to get the brake line off. And then, you know, you got all the crap to get that, just to get this off. I don't have, like I said, the tool for this thing. They want $200 for it, and I can't get it. I'm not giving $200 for it just to sit on my shelf after I do this. So I'm just going to take a hammer and knock that one out, way everybody else does it. So try not to bend it up. So I'm gonna come from the back side, try to knock it out right there, and then get all this cleaned up. Ain't too bad, pretty much. And there we go. All right, the base side went in like that. All right, cool beanos. Let's get this thing cleaned up. Pretty dry. Dry enough to work with. All right, cool beanos. All right, I did figure out what those plates are for. Those are just spacers, not really spacers, but just templates, aluminum templates. It's kind of crazy, but pretty nice. Anyways, all right, there we go. These didn't really fit. These are the templates that they got, but they don't really fit flush all the way down in there, so just be careful lining them up in there. I got mine set centered, I guess, the best I could, so you know, it is what it is. But drilled and ready to go, so we're going to get this put back in, and yeah. All right, there we are. I got everything back together other than the shoes on it. I just called O'Reilly's to see if they had some in stock, and they don't have none for 89 in stock. It'll be Monday before they can get there, so yep, that sucks. So, but I got everything bolted in. The new links are in right there. You can see those. I need to adjust those. I need to bring it out from here to here. Needs to be in the center 6 3/8. I'm 6 1/4 off the flange to right here to kind of adjust it, which I know when I'm done, I'm gonna have to take it and have all of this readjusted and everything, but I'm dead to the water now. I can't get brake shoes, and I didn't want to tear the other side apart until I got this side done. That way, if I needed something to go back to look to. So, shucks. All right, I got the second one off and around there, and I already got it painted, but see how bad this one was. Right here, show y'all that one. See, it wasn't even, like I said, when you was driving around, it was walking inside there, so it was completely gone. Got the other one over here cleaned up, painted, waiting on it to dry. So I'm gonna take about an hour break, let it dry, and then get it put back on. I can't get the brakes till Monday afternoon, so it is what it is. I get this together, and then we're dead in the water. All right, I got everything done on this side as well. Everything's bolted back up. I won't be able to do the brakes, and I won't be able to finish until Monday. But I got the new upper toe link here. I got the new trailing arm bushings in, bolted down up here. Make sure you pull your numbers off your boats. What I did, I just bolted onto my factory to here to the center of the boat, which mine from top of boat to the middle of this one to this boat is 6 1/8. That way it's roundabout in the right area. And I know I'm gonna probably end up having all of this readjusted once I take it to the alignment shop, because I got the ones coming I need for the lower links here. So I'm gonna have adjustable ones there and new brakes, and then that should finish everything up here. I gotta get dang the arms. I need the lower arms. Well, cool beans, that puts us dead in the water right there. So both sides are done. Everything is back to the way it was before I took it off, other than the brakes. Can't do those till Monday. Yeah. Well, well, all right. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll holler at y'all taters later. So there really ain't not a whole lot left we can do. So, yeah, I hope everybody's Valentine's Day is good, or is going good, and I hope y'all enjoy it, and I'll holler at y'all taters later. All right, both sides done, upper links done, the trailing arm bushings in. I can't do the brakes. They won't come in until Monday afternoon, so cool beanos.